Greetings, Vikings, Samurais, and Williams. My name is Pledley, and in today's video, I am having what I'm gonna dub my final theory on B-Movie 2. I'm calling it my final theory. I want to discuss my theory right before B-Movie 2 releases in 1 week's time. Now, the topic of today's video is not anything to do with the content of the B-Movie 2 itself. I have plenty, of course, to theorize about the topic of that film, the B-Movie 2. However, if I try to say anything about the B-Movie 2, then everyone is gonna everyone's gonna say I read the books, and I didn't read the books of B-Movie 2. I didn't read the books. Okay, guys, I didn't read the books. I didn't read them. I didn't. I would not read the books for B-Movie 2. I just wouldn't do it. Anyone who's saying that, you're already blocked and banned from my channel. You know who you are. The terrible thing is that the story is already out there. Everyone has already also read the books, except me. I didn't read the books. But other people have read the books, so the story is already out about B-Movie 2. So I really can't say anything about the topic of B-Movie 2, unfortunately. Anyway. Today's theory is more about a different topic, about what could happen in a possibly third film in the B-Movie franchise. If we did get a third B-movie, I just want to stay ahead of the game a little bit. Everyone else is talking about B-Movie 2, and that's fine. I don't care what you're talking about. But I'm going to talk about B-Movie, maybe the next movie that they're going to make in the franchise. Now, if you guys have been watching my B-Movie videos recently in the past couple months, you know that I've been saying there's one character that deserves to be the spotlight in one of the B-Movie films, and that, of course, is everybody's favorite white guy, Ken. Anyways, I want to start this video by talking about what Ken's backstory could actually be. If you remember this video I made a few months ago, it's about all the Spy Kids movie tie-in games for PC. That has nothing to do with this video. I just wanted to plug that because I worked really hard on that video compared to this video, and I just want people to go watch that one. So just why don't you go watch that? You probably didn't watch that video yet, so you should probably go watch that one. Anyways, so in order to talk about Ken from B-Movie and his possible character arc or backstory in the third film in the B-Movie franchise, I want to start by talking about his fear. What is Ken afraid of? What is it that he fears the most? Now, Ken's greatest fear, as seen in the B-Movie franchise, has been specifically bees. Every time he sees a bee, he freaks out and he tries to kill them. But why is this? Why would this be the case that he is afraid of them? Why is he afraid of the bees at all? Now, granted, to be honest, he does have afraid of bees all the time. So that is one path we could take in a movie centered around Ken. However, I don't like that, and I think there should be more to it, because if you think about it, that having it just be one thing would kind of be dumb. But two things would actually have a dynamics with the characterization of Ken in B-Movie. It would tell us about his characterization more. And I've been saying for a long time, if you go back and look at my channel, that Ken really, we need to see more of his characterization, because we don't really see enough of it throughout the B-movie franchise. We have to see more of his characterizations in order to understand his character arc a little bit more and kind of what his character arc is in the films, as opposed to what we have been shown in the films up until this point, because we don't understand how anyway. And just to clarify for another time, this is not just about his fear of bees. That would be a very easy route to go down. However, I want to kind of flesh it out a little bit, give him some more characterization than just that. I think what I really want it to be his fear of is that his lack of a good resume affects his ability to get a job. I think that would be a very unique backstory compared to what we've seen from these two characters. And this allows my idea for Ken's backstory to stand alone as a bit more unique. So right here this is going to be my official Pladley pitch in the third B movie for Ken's backstory. And hopefully this gives DreamWorks just some ideas to work with in case they're struggling in the writer's room. I hope that they respect my artistic vision and they choose to go with this. If they go in a different direction, of course, I will be boycotting B-Movie 3 and will not watch it if they choose to do something else. But as long as they go with my idea, I'm going to watch the movie. So here's my pitch. During one night, Ken from B-Movie was just a little 5-year-old. He heard gunshots in his living room, so he locked his door and hid under his bed. The police arrived to the scene and found young Ken under the bed. One of the police said, "Your parents are dead, and it was a honeybee that shot them." Ever since that fateful day, Ken swore that he would kill all bees because they killed his parents. Okay, so that's sort of Act 1 of his backstory. So here would be Act 2. Unfortunately, as he got older, he realized that bees controlled the whole world with their space lasers and their woke theme parks. So he knew he needed to get a job to stop the bees from ruining this great country. Unfortunately, his resume was not very good, and a lot of people told him, "Hey, Ken, your resume is stupid and boring and dumb." So he decided to create a resume that people would not only like, but that they would love, so that they would give him a job, and he could stop the bees from killing more innocent people with their space lasers. Okay, so that would be Act 2 of his backstory. Here would be Act 3. Ken stopped the bees from firing their space lasers at the last moment because he killed the head bee with his resume, which I think perfectly ties together both his character arc of hating bees for killing his parents and also his character arc of wanting to have a cool resume, as the world sees Ken stopping the evil bees from destroying the world. They all cheer for him and say to him, "Wow, good job, Ken. You are great how you just killed that bee. That's great." And they all lived happily ever after, except for the dead bee. I hope you all agree that that's a good idea, that my idea is pretty good. I hope that you all like that idea and that you all agree that that would be the best idea for his characterization to be fully realized and utilized in a third B-movie film. And now I'd like to officially announce my ideal title for a third B-movie. I know we have B-movie and B-movie 2, but I feel like the third movie really should be called B-movie, the Ken movie. The reason I say this is because Ken is the main character, so I feel like he should be in the title. But I feel like if you just called it Ken movie, people would not know that it was part of the same universe as B movie. They might think it's a Barbie spinoff, and we don't want that because Barbie's bad, but B movie is good. So we want to make sure people know what cinematic universe that it's like the Continental, how they say literally they don't trust the audience to care enough about a spinoff at the hotel that John Wick stays at. So they have to specifically say from the world of John Wick in all of the promotional material, because they're just desperate for people to know that it is part of the same universe that Keanu Reeves was in. So that's anyway, I'm probably going to release a video after B Movie 2 discussing my full thoughts on the third B movie movie, what it should be. And with that having said all that, this is officially 1 week away from when B Movie is going to be in the theaters. B Movie 2, rather. The first one was already in theaters, and I already watched that one. But the second one's going to be in theaters. Having said all that, I'm actually going to be switching away from my main account to avoid spoilers. I tell you, when I see that B Movie book, I want to read it. It's really bad, guys. I really want to read that book. It's there. It's on the shelf. But I can't spoil it, man. I can't spoil it for myself. I don't want to ruin it. If I find out what they do with the characters in the movie, I'm going to be really upset, and I hope I don't get it spoiled. So you can't be too careful these days with spoilers on the online. So you got to be careful. You don't want to get B Movie 2 spoiled for you. You don't want to do that. I'm trying really hard not to read that book, the B Movie 2 book, the official junior novel that has the plot points and spoilers in it, but I'm really working hard. Surprisingly, I've actually avoided spoilers completely, almost, except I saw one thing that I wasn't supposed to see. Like I guess it's in like the final act of the film, and it's like the big showdown. So I'm kind of worried that I just got my experience ruined, but I'm going to try to forget that brief picture. So I'm going to try to do that. But yeah, I'm going to see B Movie 2 opening night, and I'm going to see you all after B Movie 2 finally arrives to our screens. But I'll update you guys on my thoughts of the film after it's released to the public on the theaters. Having said all that, my name is Pladley, and I hope that you like and comment on the video 10 times. Please? I need the clicks. Give me the clicks. Click on my videos. I need the likes so I can tell people about that I have a lot of likes on my videos. Thank you.